Called it.
Yeah, that's a big cod, baby, right there.
Hello and welcome to FHN Northwest. Wayne and Tommy Donlin.
What do you think, Tommy? It's the best. Nice one.
Drinking my buddy's homemade wine, living Northwest wild. Hunting, fishing is my kind of style. I float the Wainuchi when it gets hot. I'm proud of all the things that I've got.
Hello and welcome to FHN Northwest. Wayne and Tommy Donlin. And yeah, that's 2 weeks in a row, bud.
2 weeks in a row. We can make it 3. I believe in us.
Well, as you know, we're going to roll through this. We are going to take a bit of a Christmas break, a little pause, right?
Yes,
so
indeed, yep.
I'm counting on you to be here next week.
I'm going to be here.
And we're going to talk about that show coming up at the end of this show. So it's, anyway, you want to stick around for that. But before we get too far along here, and of course, once again, we have tons of info to get through and obviously never enough time. I want to welcome everybody to the show tonight. We are here ready to go live from the FHN Northwest studio here in Olympia, Washington. If it's your first time joining us, welcome to the show. First time watching us on Root Sports, thanks for checking us out. Do us a favor, jump on over to our webpage, www.fishuntnw.com. There you're going to find some interesting and tons of content, first of all. Secondly, you're going to find a couple of coupon codes there on the front page. It's going to save you some money. So if you've never taken the opportunity to purchase indoor fish edge rods, I mean, they're behind the ball on this one, right, Tommy? It's like, get some edge rods in your hand. We're going to save you 20% over there at Edge Rods. FHN20 at checkout. You're going to save 20% on all your purchases through Edge Rods and through Fish Hunt Northwest. And, of course, Phelps Game Calls, Fish Hunt NW10 at checkout. You're going to save 10% on all calls, and we still have a ton of waterfowl to get through to the end of January. So
yeah, we do.
Still got time. Still got time. So speaking of waterfowl, coming back home late yesterday, getting back from the east side, like I got to get home. I got to finalize getting this show ready to go, man.
Right.
We got content.
Right.
We got to get ready for Thursday. Hunting ducks Tuesday. Get it on the show Thursday. I mean that's how
right.
we try to get it, right?
Yeah.
The traffic was terrible.
Yep.
But my takeaway
Often
is the weather wasn't exactly horrible. Right.
It's
like,
the weather's changing for sure.
Yep, cooling down. We've got through all that high water. Rivers are receding. Going to finally start getting opportunity on our rivers that are open. And don't get me going there. We'll talk about that later on.
Right.
But rivers are dropping into shape. Going to be able to chase some steelhead. Sheet water in the fields is dissipating. We're going to be able to get birds back into the main areas where
we got some clam digs coming up.
Got some clam digs coming up.
Crabbing is still
Excellent.
open in
Matter of
certain
fact,
areas.
clam digs open tonight.
That's right.
Got a five evening stretch here, and then next week again they pop open. So, yeah, like I often say, not all doom and gloom. We do have opportunity to go and do some stuff. Now, could we get some crab opportunity in Area 10 maybe?
No, God, not winter crab this year.
Not happening.
That ship has sailed.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that is not happening. So we miss out on that one this year once again. But plenty to talk about tonight, buddy. And we have, a couple great guests lined up and some great content. So let's get to it before we run out of time. Running down the show for tonight, we just kind of mentioned it. FHN is in the duck blind with Ross Outdoor Adventures, and it was our sponsor appreciation invite. A little something we like to try and do to say thank you. And we had a fantastic time over there. We're going to show you that. We're going to also show you part 2 of that day, Tuesday, just this last Tuesday, us out there in the duck blind at Potholes, how it all came together and how we ended up. I think you're going to enjoy this video. A recap of our recent hunt then about Ross Outdoors, the Duck Taxi, Mardon Resort. There's so much going on over there. We want to take a little bit of time to say, hey, you can go to this too. And here's why you should, because it's a great family outing, great opportunity, and the accommodations are fantastic. So we're going to bring that to you. Guests tonight lined up, a friend of ours, Larry Stamp, Rods and Reels in Need. It's the holiday season, how you can bring folks together in this great charity. We're going to tell you what it's all about and how you can get some fishing gear, rods and reels in the hands of those that need them. First time to the program through WDFW, Joy McCanna, private lands section manager with WDFW. Tommy, we got a situation here. Too many turkeys, private land, and hunters. And this is another thing. We're bringing this all together collectively. Going to see if we can't blast some birds. And then, of course, Grays Harbor. That's it, man. We are done. So frustrating. Why is there no steelhead fishing at Grays Harbor again? Well, we're going to tell you all about it. It's that is a doom and gloom.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
That one is a doom and gloom.
Yeah, especially after all the effort that WDFW put forth.
100% agree.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of walk back through that process too. And we're also going to unravel that as far as actually the amount of fishing the co-managers are doing, where they're doing it, the impacts probable to those fisheries and why that's bad for everybody. And we're also, talk about the fact that we don't get to go fishing on our side of the table. Yeah, credit to DFW and all the efforts they put in. But we're gonna break that all down later on here in the show. So as we get to this and get through it, we're gonna jump out for a quick break. We come back, you're gonna enjoy parts 1 and 2 of our recent duck hunt just this Tuesday over there on the east side, blasting ducks and having a great time. Gonna show that to you, bring it to you right after this break, right here at Fish Up Northwest. Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
For more than 90 years, you've entrusted one brand to guide you towards living the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Now you can entrust affiliated Better Homes and Gardens real estate professional to interpret your needs and help you find the home in which to live your dream. Through every stage of your home buying or selling process, and through every stage of your life, there's Better Homes and Gardens real estate. Expect better.
Well, here we are. Yes, sir. Go time. As he said, go time.
Thermos.
Weapons and thermos, sir. Fully loaded, ready to go.
I got here a half hour early, so.
I didn't plan Bobby typically scrubs up with it, so I did splash some in.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
I have to get ready for the Hawks.
I hope we don't, and I hope we do.
County up front, they would be the first ones to the scene of the attack.
True story. And here we are. So he's pretty much retired. Mike knows him. You got a homeless guy in our, duck blind? What the? God, you guys are everywhere. Well, Bobby quit swimming a few years ago. Okay. And ho.
Okay.
Hmm?
Jump out right there, jump down. Straight on in, I'm going to do here.
There's one. You go to the end. We're just loading stuff in right now. We'll get all settled here in a minute.
Anticipation is high this morning.
Isn't it though? What a great morning. I'd like a little more wind, but
Yep.
you know,
Don't have any fog.
that's the key. That's the key, right?
If I can get stuck.
There you go. I like it. Getting situated.
You got 3 minutes.
Got 3 minutes.
Oh.
The new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Sportco, an outdoor emporium, is the largest local outfitter in the Northwest since 1975, providing thousands of people affordable outdoor gear. This summer, make your next outdoor adventure more affordable by shopping at our warehouse-style pricing. We are a local Scotty dealer, offering sales, service, and repair. Located in Fife and Seattle, come visit us today. The outdoors await you.
All right, guys. Hey, Dwayne England here, FHN Northwest, standing outside the duck blind. We got a great decoy spread out here. Charlie in the background retrieving a bird. We've had a pretty good start to our morning here. Ross Outdoor Adventures, Potholes Reservoir. I got an invite going on with a handful of characters in the blind. Morning has started off great. We're going to bring you a whole bunch more as the morning unfolds. Here we go. Down.
Oh, we got all 4. Oh, that one's got his head up still.
We got 3. Oh, God.
Oh, wow, we're covered up.
Reload. Got it.
One more still swinging out here to your right. There it is.
There you go. Move it in.
That's how we're moving. Good boy.
Oh, it was too, yeah. Right. Yes, most of them. Get it cleaned up. Get that Oh, yeah. You know, some out there. You get them? I like it. Oh, well, if they're going to keep landing over What? Got some jewelry?
Good dog.
That's awesome. What?
Really?
What? Well, the few birds that are coming. No. They really are.
Caught him. All right, well, here's the wrecking crew, huh?
Great day.
What do you guys think?
Great day.
That was a blast. That was
a lot of
awesome.
fun. Nate, well done, man.
Thank you, Dwayne.
Shelby was here this morning, had to bow out. He's doing a little scouting for us on our goose hunt tomorrow. Sounds like that. That sounds a little promising.
Yeah, I believe he found one. He's pulling his boat out now, so I believe he found one.
Perfect. So, I mean, we didn't have tons of birds coming in on a constant, basis here, but we had these small groups coming in. Certic, I mean.
Yeah, that was a blast. The
that great?
opportunities we had, we connected on. Yeah.
I was saying early on, a lot of, these birds come in and they don't leave.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Credit to you guys. I mean, we got some pretty good guns here today.
Good shooters today, man.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
A lot of fun.
Yep. We had the world famous kebabs and poppers today in the blind one. What a treat that is.
Mike,
Great day. Great day. Great shooting. Great camaraderie. Thank you all.
Good food.
Yep.
Great
enjoyable. So this is what you get.
Yeah, thanks, Nate.
Huh?
Yeah. Great dog.
Yeah.
Great dog.
Charlie's the superstar
Charlie is
today.
getting it done. So just really glad all you guys could make it out on this invite trip. Had a great time.
Thanks for having us, Dwayne. This is awesome. Thank you very much.
I did very little. I mean, other than make some phone calls. So credit to Shelby and to Nate and the operation out here, Ross Outdoor Adventures and Potholes Reservoir, Duck Taxi. Check it all out because this is what you get.
Yep.
And this is why we come back. So
Yeah.
hope you guys enjoyed it. That's going to do it for us out here on the water in the duck blind. Going to jump out for a quick break, and we will be back in studio right after this.
Support from Northwest Sportsmen make Federal Ammunition the world's leading ammunition manufacturer. Federal uses the industry's finest materials, giving you reliable ammunition that delivers superb accuracy and optimum performance. Northwest hunters rely on Sportco to provide the best selection and prices in the Northwest since 1985. Sportco and Outdoor Emporium in Fife and Seattle. Your journey begins here.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Oh, beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, geez, come on.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
We're going to show you how to make fishing reels.
You haven't been here, but you know it. You've heard the sounds, smelt the air, and seen where your heart lands, if not yet. You haven't been here, but you've longed for a destination near or far, where the young and old find rest and excitement, not apart. You haven't been here, but you're on your way to a place not far. ExploreTheDalles.com.
All right, welcome back here in studio after that little getaway out there in the duck blind. What'd you think, Tommy?
No, that's phenomenal. Well, and even more phenomenal that hunt that you guys did was 2 days ago. And that little Viking, Matt Messing, Viking Outdoor Productions, man, he can put in some work and get that video editing done quick.
He's getting it done. He's getting great at shooting that content. I looked at it after we were done. I was like, dude, you got some great stuff. Who doesn't love watching the dogs work and retrieving? And Charlie, credit to Nate there. Charlie, he's out there bringing back 2 ducks at one time and just, really enjoyable. We had a great time. That was an extension of an invite for from us out to show sponsors and contributors who could join us over there. And got to thank Mike Coombs, owner at Outdoor Emporium and Sport Co. For joining us. Mike Sertic, Ray Marine, West Coast rep, a good buddy of ours, and loves to shoot ducks. And you saw him blowing on the duck call there. He's pretty proficient.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that.
Talented dude in the duck blind. And Bobby Loomis, Britain from Max Lure, they got over there. Casey Kelly, owner at Potsky's, longtime friend, he joined us the next day for the goose hunt. Couldn't make it for both days out of the office. And then, of course, we had John Cruz, host and creator of the Northwestern Outdoorsman Radio.
Okay.
Just a great group of guys out there having a great day on the water with Ross Outdoors and shooting ducks. So.
Good. And none of the Potsky's gel ended up on any of the decoys?
No.
They were safe?
No, we did not set the decoys as we felt
good.
like that wasn't going to be
good.
Give us any advantage. So.
And then this was all enabled through Shelby Ross, right? He's the man of the hunt and set it all up. So if somebody wants to book that hunt, how do they do that?
So Ross Outdoor Adventures, you can www.rossoutdooradventures.com. You can find his webpage, of course, and he's very active social media platforms. So if you're typing in, Googling in anything Ross Outdoor Adventures, and you can check out on his webpage too, all his walleye fishing stuff.
Yeah, right.
But duck and goose hunts, okay. And it's the full-on deal if you want. The fully guided trip, which you're going to enjoy those duck poppers and duck kebabs.
Yeah.
Lights out, amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, Sertic and Mike Coombs, they tried those for the first time. They're like, oh my gosh, are you kidding?
Yeah, did they even make it down the bench, or did they kind of stop?
They were picked pretty clean by the time they got there. Handed Sertic a stick, go just lick the stick, whatever.
There you go.
We got to ease you into this process here. So, Shelby also owns the Duck Taxi, originally established by Mardon Resort back in the day with Mike Meisberg and family. But so you got the Duck Taxi. So you can sign up for the full-on guided deal, or what's really popular is the self-guided hunt. You meet them at the dock in the morning. They'll load you into the Duck Taxi. They take you out to a pre-established blind. Decoys are set, ready to go. You got a little puddle jumper kayak to retrieve your wounded birds if you don't bring a dog.
Or just bring Britain.
Right? Okay. And you can go out there and get your birds. You hunt until you call them and say, hey, come and get us, or they'll come and get you about 1 o'clock or so. But you can do the self-guided thing. You can get your accommodations all taken care of through Mardon Resort. Just go to www.mardonresort.com. Say that again, www.mardonresort.com. Accommodations are phenomenal. Those cabins up there on the far left, those are the new lake house individual houses that they built. 2-bedroom, full amenities, all brand new, state-of-the-art, huge screen TVs, fireplaces. Like, if you want to go over there and hunt and bring the spouse, and maybe he or she doesn't want to hunt, they can just spend the day in there enjoying that, enjoying the lake, enjoying the atmosphere around there. You can get out on a hunt and just relax. Hot showers, it's just a great place to get away for a couple days and take it all in and enjoy that. So the nice thing about the self-guided through Shelby, if you call up or book through Ross Outdoor Adventures, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 30% off on those hunts right now through the end of the season.
That's a hell of a deal.
It's a really good deal, and minimum group of 3. And sometimes, if you got a group of 2, call, and Shelby might be able to pair you up with another individual. Yeah. And so you save that 30% on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays on duck hunts.
Yeah,
take you out in the taxi, drop you off, the whole deal.
Well, especially if you've never done it before, right? Or you're just trying to get into it, and I mean, there's a barrier to entry for this particular type of hunting, right? I mean, those decoys aren't cheap,
right?
Then let alone having a hunting dog and doing it, right? So this is all set up. You got the decoys, you got a kayak, you've got a blind, everything's taken care of.
And you might find something that you all of a sudden become passionate about,
right?
And then you kind of build it from there. So it's a great starter kit, so to speak.
And then you start draining your 401k.
There you go. Sounds like a plan. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that content. You too can take advantage of that through Ross Outdoor Adventures. I suggest you do. We're going to jump out for a quick break. We come back, going to welcome Larry Stamp back to the show, check in with him and see what he has going on at Rods and Reels in Need. Right after this break right here at Fish Hunt Northwest. Allied, the new leader in heavy gauge aluminum boats. Allied boats have standard reverse chine and lifting rakes to help you plane faster and run at lower RPMs. Allied boats have several models to choose from, ranging from a 19-foot Mustang all the way up to a 32-foot Liberator. So regardless of what type of heavy gauge aluminum boats you are looking for, Allied Boats will have it for you. Contact Allied Boats today to learn more about these incredible fishing machines.
Hey guys, I'm Big Mike. Come on down to the Edge Pro Shop and see me. We've got all the best brands under one roof. We've got Hawken, ProCure, Short Bass, Pro Troll, Yakima Bait, Get 'em Dry Jigs, Northwest Bait Scent, Daiwa Reels, North Fork Lures, North Wild, Brad's, Superfly, Rocky Mountain Tackle, and of course, the greatest rods ever built, Edge Rods.
All right, welcome back here to the show. Fish on Northwest, Wayne England, Tommy Donlin. Welcome to the show. No stranger, I've had him before, and for good reason. Larry Stamp, Rods and Reels in Need. How you doing, Larry? Thanks for taking time out this evening, buddy.
Absolutely. Good to see you again. I appreciate the invite.
Absolutely. So, hey, this time of year, it's kind of a special time of year. The holiday season's approaching and all, and you know, it really kind of becomes apparent that there's a lot of folks out there in need, especially this time of year. And you guys got a lot of good stuff going on. Rods and Reels in Need, it's all about, you know, what? For people that haven't followed us before or followed you, kind of give us a real quick synopsis of what you have going on there.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, we all know that fishing is getting more and more expensive, and it's excluding a lot of people from being able to go out and enjoy the sport, particularly kids. So our mission is to help them get the gear that they need so that they can go out and get on the water and enjoy the experience. And of course, we've got an affinity for kids and veterans and guys have been hurt in service. So we really try hard to take care of them.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, Larry, can you talk about, you know, geographically, what area do you serve, and then how does someone be qualified to be on the receiving end of your organization?
Sure. Well, we've got Pete Fogel down in Oregon City, who's just rocking it down there, and Faith Marie, who's just holding down the fort in Richland over at Tri-Cities, and then there's me here in Olympia. So we're not throughout the state as much as we would like to be yet, but those are the areas that we're covering. And as far as qualifying, you know, it's kind of, you have to take it on faith and faith alone, because there's really no good way to vet people to make sure that they are indeed needy. So it's kind of the honor system, if you will.
Gotcha. So if persons have family members, friends, veterans, persons that they feel, you know, are in fact in need or do, you know, qualify as someone needing assistance, like how do we get a hold of you? What kind of information do you need to find that gear that you have into the hands of these folks that are in need?
Yeah, you know, the best thing to do is call, and we're trying to just narrow it down eventually on the website where people can go in and just request the things that they would like to have. But for now, it's just call the area and ask us, because there's certain things that we want to know. I want to try to match the gear to the person, be they a kid, be an adult, and what kind of species they want to fish for, so that I can match the gear and match the tackle appropriately. So it's all a matter of call me, because if you get on the internet or Facebook and say, gosh, I've got kids, I'd like to have something, if I can't talk to you, I can't help you.
Yeah,
so it all boils down to pick up the phone. Okay.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of people, the viewers, are probably wondering, you know, what kind of gear are you looking for? Is it just rods and reels? Is it rods, reels, and fishing tackle? And then, I mean, talk a little bit about the gear itself. You know, if somebody that has a reel and maybe it needs a bearing and they're like, hey, I'd rather donate it, right, or do you want something that's like pristine condition, ready to go?
Well, you know, first off, as far as the type of gear, trout gear is primarily the big ticket item for us.
Makes sense.
And of that, we get a lot of nice rods and no reels. So spinning reels, trout size reels are just a hot commodity for us. And we take in bass gear, we take in steelhead gear, we take in any kind of tackle whatsoever. I've taken in inflatables, outboard motors, which are a little bit tough to get rid of, but I can make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a specific individual.
Yeah, it's crazy the stuff that people bring you sometimes. And, as far as the condition, we need gear that works well. We need gear that is not beat up and everything. Mm-hmm. And number one, we don't have the time or the manpower to be able to fix things. And number two, I guess the litmus test for the whole thing is, imagine you're a little kid getting this rod and reel that was donated, and it's Christmas morning.
Right.
How are they going to act? Is it going to be, oh, wow, this is cool? Or is it going to be, Mm-hmm. So that's kind of the litmus test that we go by.
Right. So there's no Santa's workshop with a bunch of elves in the background that are swapping out drags and doing bearings and that kind of thing.
We got time for that.
So got to be in working condition. Got it.
Gotcha.
It's me and a buddy and a couple of beers. That's about it.
There you go.
Hey, how's 2024? Before we get out of here, how's 2024 shaping up for you? You got some goals you're trying to achieve, and/or any type of events, or do you need volunteers?
Yes.
I think that's probably a good question. You need volunteers, and are you looking for people to help out?
Well, in a nutshell, our priority right now is we want to get the website working better, get it automated so people can get in and make donations and request things and so on. We want to move north and south and expand. And when that happens, we're going to need some more volunteers. We need to expand the board. And instead of doing Fish Expo like we did last year, we want to start doing more small events in conjunction with other organizations, kind of tag on to what they're doing. And then the other thing that we want to do is to offer regular, yearly, periodic sessions, if you will, where we give away gear and we help parents and kids learn the basics of fishing, because we've given away a lot of gear. Parents are happy. They have no freaking clue what to do with it. They have no idea how to help the kid.
Perfect.
And we've got some other small events going too. Pete's working on one in Oregon City with US Bank, and then we're going to be at Verl's in April with them, and we're going to be in Yelm. So smaller events, more contact, and move it around the state.
Perfect. Okay, you got some contact information. We're going to throw that up on the screen here real quick. Phone numbers and names of the folks you mentioned yourself, Pete Fogel, and then of course Faith Marie over in Tri-Cities. So we'll go ahead and put this information up on our Facebook page and our social media platforms, Larry, so folks can get a hold of you, and especially if they're looking this time of year to get some equipment and some gear in the hands of especially these kids through the Christmas season. So always a pleasure, my friend. Keep doing what you guys are doing. You are doing a fantastic job and really helping out a lot of folks in our community.
Appreciate it. You all have a wonderful holiday, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
You too. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you, Larry. Have a
Thanks,
great
man.
evening.
Bye-bye.
All right, that is Larry Stamp, Rods and Reels in Need. Follow their Facebook information at Rods and Reels in Need, and/or check out the information we'll post up on our social media platforms. Jumping out for a quick break. We come back. We're going to talk a little bit of turkeys, Tommy. Mm-hmm. Little Tom Turkey.
Gobble, gobble.
Turkey Tom. Yep, with WDFW, Private Land Section Manager Joey McCanna, and lots to get through with him. So we're going to jump out for a quick break. We'll be back after that, right here, Fish on Northwest.
All Defiance boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why all boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. All Defiance boats come standard with large fish boxes that are fully insulated so that you can ice your fish properly all day. All Defiance boats are foam flotation filled and unsinkable for the ultimate in safety while fishing offshore. Before you buy any boat, stop by or call Defiance Boats today to ensure you are getting the very best glass boat your money can buy.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
New days, new beginnings, new friends, new loves, new dreams, new goals, new scenery, new job. No matter what the next chapter holds, Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate will be there to help you find the new that's right for your lifestyle at any stage of your life. Better Homes and Gardens Real Estate. Expect better.
We're gonna show you how to make fishing reels.
All right, welcome back here in studio. Time to talk a little turkeys.
Let's do it.
Time to talk a little turkeys. Tommy.
Gobble, gobble.
Try to say that. Welcoming to the show, Joy McCanna. You are the WDFW Private Lands Section Manager and got some great stuff going on here with this turkey opportunity. Thanks for joining us on the show tonight.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
So it looks like there is or are some areas in the state that have far too many turkeys. You can drive around and figure that out for yourself if you're not familiar. WDFW has worked out a program now to have hunters assist landowners in the removal of these pesky critters, from what I'm reading.
That's right. So if you're a hunter who's interested, the program is called Private Lands Access Program. And Joey, I think the way this works is you take, the hunters that don't have that private land, right? Basically the public, but they're interested in harvesting a turkey, and it basically matches them with a landowner that is willing to have hunters come onto their property. Is that right?
Yeah, it is. We have a lot of damage from turkeys, especially when we get snow. And, so we try to match hunters up with those landowners.
Yeah. It looks like it's pretty well balanced out in a number of different categories as I was reading up on this entire process. So I kind of want to take a little time here, Joey, walk through those different levels or how this process works. So it looks like the first one, it kind of falls under a feel free to hunt. So tell us about if you see something posted, or what are folks going to see in finding this feel free to hunt?
Yeah, sure. So on our public-facing website, we have all of our access programs. And our Feel Free to Hunt program is really for mostly for absentee landowners. They really don't care who's on their property. They're not there. Mm-hmm. And then the other portion of that is industrial forest timberlands. So they're not charging a fee to get on there. So we're trying to, so we go through, we apply for grants, and we're actually able to offset that cost so that so the hunter doesn't have to pay for that.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then there's another option on the website that's called Register to Hunt. Now, is that hunter, are they registering with WDFW, or are they registering with the landowner, and how does that option work?
Yeah, so the way that option works is we don't, so in the Feel Free to Hunt program statewide, we have about 460,000 acres. In the Register to Hunt, we only have about 22,000 acres. And the way that works is you find those locations on our website, and you go out there, and it's a first come, first served basis. And you go in there, you sign your name in, and you register, and you hunt that property. And when you leave, you sign out of that property. And if no one's there, so when a hunter shows up, they're able to come in and sign in and hunt that property.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And that's not to be confused with the next opportunity, which is hunt by reservation. Hunt by reservation. What's that all about?
Yeah, so the hunt by reservation, so that actually started when we applied for a federal grant through the Federal Farm Bill, which is a voluntary public access. And it's to try to increase access to private lands. And through the nation, it's been about a $10 million grant opportunity, which Washington has been successful every year. And legislators right now, they're really looking at bumping that program up to about $150 million a year. And Washington's been very active in that. So we've got contracts through there, and we were able to develop a reservation system where landowners don't want to be contacted. So we work with landowners, our private lands biologists do. And they're able to work with landowners, set basically a hunt schedule up for the entire year. So it's a quality, more of a quality experience. And then you go on our website, and you have to register as a hunter. You have to have a wild ID. And then once you register, any of those hunts on our website with green stars on them, so you can go in there and you can register for hunt 2 weeks before there. And it's a group of 1 or 2, depending on the size of the property. And usually it's just your group that's on the property. That's out there. So it's more of a quality hunt. And that ranges from turkey to big game to upland.
Nice.
No, that's great. So there's even another option, which is called hunt by written permission. And, I'm curious about that. How do you find a landowner? And I'm even more curious. So what I really want to ask is on the landowner side, are all of these lands they've been verified that they basically have an influx of turkeys. How do you screen all of these properties? How does that work?
Yeah, so for the properties, so all these, I mean, these are for big game, upland game birds, waterfowl, and for turkeys. And, so we're out there. A lot of it's through our wildlife conflict specialists. They're out there working with these landowners when they call in a damage complaint or a nuisance complaint. And, so we're going out there and meeting with them, verifying their damage and seeing what's there. And then once they do that, then we work with our wildlife conflict staff, work with our private land staff, and have them out there to try to get them in one of these access programs to try to alleviate some of their damage that they're having out there.
Okay.
Fantastic.
And then as part of that written program, how does that work? Are they, say if I'm the public land hunter and I want to find somebody that's willing to, accept my letter, how do I do that?
Sure, yeah. So the Hunt by Written Permission program is probably one of our oldest programs. We have about 680,000 acres statewide enrolled in that program. And really what it is landowners want to know, or those landowners want to know who's on their property.
Yep.
And so they have, so we put their name and their phone number on the signs. We don't actually put those on our public facing website. So you have to do some scouting. You got to get out there. You got to be driving around and actually look for those sites. And then you contact those landowners to get permission for those properties. So, but like I said, it's really, they just want to know who's on their property.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense.
So a lot of information there in a real short amount of time. Best location folks can go to find out all this information, read up on it, and start getting connected through WDFW into these landowners real quick.
Yeah, on our private lands website. So go to our outfacing website there, wdfw.wa.gov, and you go there and go to our private lands hunting access, and you'll be able to find all these programs on there. And a lot of them, if you actually click on there, you can look at the map. It'll tell you what species are available to hunt on those properties. And, then you have a location in there. But the Hunt by Written Permission, you have to actually contact them.
Gotcha. Perfect. Well, really, really good information. Appreciate you taking the time. He is Joey McCanna, WDFW Private Land Section Manager. And don't be a stranger. We'll be in touch again. Appreciate the time.
Thanks, Joey.
Yeah, hey, thank you very much.
You bet. Have a great evening. All right, going to jump out for a quick break. We come back. We're going to try to very quickly kind of wrap up this Grays Harbor, where we landed and why. No steelhead fishing. How come? Stick around after the break right here at Fish on Northwest.
A Northwest favorite for almost 40 years, Arima boats are manufactured with pride in Bremerton, Washington. All Arima boats are built without any structural wood materials. That is why Arima boats are backed with a lifetime warranty. Arima can offer every boat with Honda outboard packages so that you can take advantage of the reliability and 5-year top-to-prop warranty from your Honda outboard. Call or stop by Arima Boats today and let them help you get into your very next boat.
Yep, for sure. Oh yeah, big fish. Yeah, buddy. Nice fish. Beauty. Gorgeous fish.
Bobby's on the board.
We got a good one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, geez, come on.
Nice fish. Nice fish.
Support from Northwest Sportsmen make Federal Ammunition the world's leading ammunition manufacturer. Federal uses the industry's finest materials, giving you reliable ammunition that delivers superb accuracy and optimum performance. Northwest hunters rely on Sportco to provide the best selection and prices in the Northwest since 1985. Sportco and Outdoor Emporium in Fife and Seattle. Your journey begins here.
All right, welcome back here at Fish on Northwest. So, Tom, we're just going to get right into this. Obviously, the announcement came out this week. Grays Harbor, whamp, closed. All the work, all the effort, didn't matter. Best plan WDFW's ever laid in front of the co-managers to surgically go after these hatchery fish they actually put it out there and could show that their intended fishery would have about a 1 to maybe 3% impact on wild fish for that season.
And controlled month by month,
yes.
which is the ridiculous part. Is it was such a good plan, and the problem came in when we got the forecast. And the forecast was, again, below the escapement level that the state and the tribe had in mind. But there was still an opportunity of fish that could have been fished on, a hatchery fish, and nothing.
With a very minimal, minimal to no impact on these wild fish. And we're doing our job by going after those hatchery fish that are put in the river for take, that we need to be going after them, or it's going to be problematic going down the road. So here we are. Moving forward, no opportunity to Grace Harbor because the co-manager said they're not fishing, you're not fishing. It wouldn't matter what plan we laid out there. I don't think they're going to agree to it, which is concerning because it's supposed to be co-management. It's like, where's our opportunity on our side when they put in forth the effort? Now, we remember last year, it was balked at, like, no, you can't fish because you have no way to collect data.
We're not going to fund you to put boots on the ground to select, to collect that creel data, and therefore you can't fish. But that wasn't the case this year.
They had
the funds.
They got the boots on the ground. They hired the temporary seasonal employees. They had them trained up, sitting in the offices, ready to go December 1st. Now talking with staff through the Region 6 office, that money's not going to waste. They're going to allocate those folks to different rivers, the Hoh, the Sole Duck, out to Willapa Bay. There's going to be a lot of activity in some of these rivers, and they're going to at least utilize the people to start gathering the data that's going to be beneficial moving forward in managing those fisheries.
So that funding is basically going to go to more monitoring of other rivers, basically, is what you're saying.
But it doesn't do us any good here in the Grays Harbor region, this South Coast, in that this is where we really needed to start gathering data. This is where we really needed to start working this system under a microscope to move forward in future management so we can begin to continue these fisheries, or else we're on this hamster wheel right now. And we've gained nothing. Even with all the work and effort,
So again, the next question that I'm sure all the viewers want to know is, are the co-managers, aka the tribes, are the Quinaults, are they gonna fish Grace Harbor?
They are not. There's no nets going in the river, so nobody's fishing. So for 3 years in a row now, we'll have no activity on the waters. I'm not sure about the Chehalis tribe and where they land on this whole thing. Something tells me they'll probably be fishing. That's a totally separate conversation between DFW and the Chehalis tribe. Now, more concerning on top of this also, though, is the co-managers have basically laid it out there, say we are fishing Quinault, Queets. State and feds have said we're not fishing recreational opportunity on those rivers. Very high concern for downward spiraling returns on these wild fish season after season. 4-year trend going down at a rapid pace. Cautionary approach, conservation approach. We're not fishing. We need to leave them alone. Co-manager said we're fishing. Gillnet Fisheries, 4 and 5 days a week. You can find their schedule on the Quinault webpage. And 4 and 5 days a week on their net sets. This could have an unknown impact of 10 to 30% on, say, the Quinault. Could have an impact of 10 to 20% of the overall run size on the Queets. That'll yet to be determined. I guess we'll see when it's all said and done. The other thing they're doing is they're conducting their recreational opportunities.
So that's what I was wondering about. Are the tribal guides still going to have that recreational opportunity?
They're going to have the guide boats out there, and they're going to be fishing. Now, the bright side on that is those guys, and a lot of them, friends of mine and whatnot, they can take a conservation approach and catch and release. They don't have to bonk the wild fish because the robust hatchery fish that they produce are more than ample to
and they are robust.
They are.
Yeah, I've seen them.
And so they do have that ability. So kudos to that side of the equation. If they're going to be on the water, I'm hoping they employ catch and release tactics to make sure they're trying to do their part. But, it doesn't come down to them. They're not the decision makers in this thing. And they're fishermen, and they want to bring people out on the water and get them onto the fish. And if you choose to go fish with them, you know what? That's on you. I have a hard time. It's a tough axe for me to grind this year with plans to go fish with a few of those guys and take advantage of it. But when we're pulling back on our side of the table to say we have conservation concerns. And there's also the commercial fishery going on that's going to be whacking the fish. I don't want to be another hook in the water that's having an impact on wild fish. That's me personally. Those guys are going to earn a living. Okay, that's great. We're going to choose not to fish those systems this year, and it kind of bums me out because I was looking forward to getting some content, generating a story, and focusing on a few of those guys that have been guiding out there for a long time. But we may have to wait to bring that information in the future. So The commission meeting today, real quick, they laid out the plan. James Losey did a nice job putting it all out there for the fish committee to, review. There was some response by a few of them, like, "Oh, it looks like we've done the right thing at Grays Harbor." Tip my cap to Kelly Cunningham. He basically said, "Hold on, not so fast, pump the brakes." Our staff did an amazing job. We've put a lot of work into this. We presented a fail-proof plan. I'm proud of the work we've done, and he should be.
Yeah.
And I thought we were going fishing, and the co-managers could not come to agreement. We're not exactly happy, and this is a beyond drastic move that the co-managers are pushing. So at least they're trying to educate the commission, like, this is not the way we wanted this to go.
Yeah, right.
And you guys need to be aware that we're not happy.
Yeah.
So credit to DFW staff, Kelly Cunningham and your folks. You guys have put a lot of effort in on this, and I wish we had more time to talk about it. Commissioner Jim Anderson, tip my cap to you as well, because you're in our favor. So, all right, more to talk about on that down the road, but we're going to jump out for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to close out the show right here, Fish on Northwest.
Defiance Marine is the one-stop shop for the Pacific Northwest angler. Defiance Marine guarantees the best price on a new and best service on a repower for your current boat. Defiance Marine is a Honda Premier dealership and one of the largest on the West Coast. Defiance Marine is a boat dealer who proudly sells Defiance, Allied, and Arima boats. All boats are built by West Coast fishermen for West Coast fishermen. Defiance Marine has all your boating needs to help you get out on the water.
If you're looking for the best fishing rods in the world, you really do need to take a look at the Edge rods. I designed and built new machinery, and I think this new machinery has enabled us to build blanks like no other company can build without this equipment. There is no other rods in the world that are as good as these rods. You owe it to yourself to take a good look at them.
For more than 90 years, you've entrusted one brand to guide you toward living the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Now you can entrust affiliated Better Homes and Gardens real estate professionals to interpret your needs and help you find the home in which to live your dreams through every stage of your home buying or selling process. And through every stage of your life, there's Better Homes and Gardens real estate. Expect better.
All right, welcome back here in studio as we wrap it up. Nicely done there, Tommy. We had a lot to get through tonight and not much time to do it. Hey, I want to remind everybody, next week, final show of our season before we go into the holiday break for a couple weeks. In-studio guest, Bill Herzog, the General. You know him, you love him. It's going to be an old segment from years past when he and I did radio, Tommy. It's going to be what it was, what it is. It's all about Steelhead, where it is right now and what it used to be. This is going to be a phenomenal show, tons of giveaways, and just going to have a really good time. So have a great week, have a great weekend. We will see you back here next week in the studio, right here from Fish on Northwest.